Hi.
Can't talk while I'm on duty.
Out there?
No way I could pick this.
Going down. Lower level.
Lock's really strong. Won't be able to pick this.
Going up. Surface. Darling, so good to see you. You fixed our water problem, didn't you?
Yeah. It wasn't easy.
Yes. Yes, of course. Here, you can have some of our produce. I'll ask Greenie to give you a discount, too, if there's anything else you need. Now I simply must get back to work. Ta-ta!
Supervisor Brown.
Will begun is half done. By Jove!
Any chance we could try to keep stray bullet out of my obituary? What was that? Found them and they do not look friendly. They didn't to quit, did they?
Drop dead already! How much you got left in you? Keep your eyes open! Think this asshole's using a stealth point. Motherfucker! Hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Whoa, time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
You're a ghoul?
That's right. Like my face. I think it gives me a sexy King of the Zombies kind of look. Big hit with the ladies. Listen, a lot of walking rad freaks like me around here. So you might want to keep those kinds of questions. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me?
Good neighbor? That what you called it?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Kiss it all goodbye.
I am super mutant! I am unstoppable! Cover! You're too brave for that! No, it's like a rad rope!
Held your own there.
You scared now?
Running close quarters, subject.
Cut you down!
You humans. Pathetic.
Cut you down!
Hi.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Oh, I'm fair now.
Hey, Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of it.
Hi.
Oh, new face walks in a mess. And you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a fight, so you need some supplies?
What's it like?
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you.
Right.
On the upside, I look pretty good.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. You get those lumbering brutes out of there?
Mm-hmm. Anything more you can tell me?
A lot of those pre-war buildings have automated security. Robots. Hope you take the job. You might not believe.
Uh-huh. You got a deal.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library.
Uh-huh.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion.
Uh-huh. Who?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just...
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? Robot enough for you, smooth talker?
You're...
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a... So what'll it be?
So what kind of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I sell. Except suicidal depression. That is unfortunately not packageable. Now.
Let's see what you got.
Each weapon tested on someone.
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship, yowza. Your lady friend there, she's the dame who writes public occurrences, right? Good stuff. I always did appreciate good investigative journalism.
Yes?
How you doing?
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy. Glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, What out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of Good Neighbor?
Hancock!
Of the people, for the people!
Mayor Hancock?
Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next super mutant attack rolls round. Oh well.
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're immortal?
Well, not exactly. Ghouls just age really, really slow. Something about the rads, maybe? Who knows?
You're a hell of a risk taker, Hancock.
Only hell.
Right.
Anyway, did you need something else?
Did I hear you talking?
You like my little speech? I do it. I want those synth makers to know that Good Neighbor is... But hey, weren't we talking about your needs? What did you come here for?
Why does the Institute replace people?
Hell if I know. Mess with people's heads, control us from the shadows. No one knows where the Institute is, what kind of people they are.
Sure.
Just to be clear, everyone's welcome in Good Neighbor. I don't care if you're a synth, ghoul, or even... Let me tell you, synths still under the Institute's control don't play nice. Done talking about this.
Tell me more about this town of yours, Good Neighbor.
It's all about the people, understand? They're free.
Right.
Everyone here lives their own life. Now, was there any...
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's Raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
What else can you tell me about Pikmin Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you.
Scout out Pikmin Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see.
You sticking around, you'll need to join the crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the No-Nose, but she pays. Hancock, he's the mayor around here. Elected by himself, accepted by everyone.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Stay free, man.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Hell of a load you're carrying. Better sell some to Daisy before someone swipes it.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
Nick.
Let's go talk to Amari.
Amari's downstars, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right? Don't let Nick spend too much time with Amari down in that lab of hers. I'll start to get jealous.
Dr. Amari?
Yes. I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the common.
Fine. I'll take a look.
How much of the brain do you need exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to...
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain implant into Mr. Valentine, assuming he's willing to take on the risks.
Hell, why not? Plenty of room in my head anyway.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single... We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory lounge. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives...
Any idea what I'm gonna see?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the...
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Don't know why Mom was with him.
There appears
Maybe at
to
some
be
point in his
another
life he wasn't a
intact memory
complete asshole.
close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived
Let's
longer.
keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
We do. As
First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
as you can see.
First synths weren't all that impressive. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here,